Hey, good evening, folks. Yeah, so much for getting home early and shorter days. But anyway, it's not about that. Um, so I put a little community post up this morning with regards to Life by Jen, who has sadly passed away. Um, Now, many of us, you guys not so much, because this is sort of I ended up with these people when I was on a particularly non-eating phase, looking actually on YouTube, looking for sort of like I don't know, not other people who couldn't eat. But I guess I was looking for other people that couldn't eat. More so, I was looking for people that had got over it. So you fall asleep and you end up in a place that you didn't expect to be, which was Amberlyn Reid, Life by Jen, and Foodie Beauty. And I was like, wow, this is a whole nother thing. This is a whole nother thing. Now we know that Jen had been in hospital for a long period of time. And as much as she was telling us that this had worked, it clearly hadn't. It clearly hadn't. And last time I was talking to my head doctor with regards to myself. Um, Apparently, it's not called an eating disorder anymore. It's called disordered eating. I mean, I don't really get the difference there. But anyway, I guess someone took offence to an eating disorder as opposed to disordered eating. Okay, same. Doesn't matter whether you can't eat and you don't eat, or whether you can't stop eating. The implications, like anything else, on your health are absolutely frightening, um, and can lead to a person's demise. There's no question about it. I can remember when I was down to, I think it was about 6 stone 3 or something ridiculous like that. Um, didn't actually make any difference to me. I can't say like it shocks me now, because I'm way further down the line than I was then. Um, but when the doctor was like, this could well be the you're not allowed to say what they actually say because it's YouTube. This could be your last days because actually your body is going to start stripping your heart and your brain of fat, and no good comes from that. Absolutely no good comes from that. And on reflection now, it's shocking because when he said that, I was like, yeah, well, like, didn't really see the issue, didn't want to hear the issue, wasn't interested, to be fair, in the issue. I was there for another reason. And I guess looking like Skeletor was like, "Well, okay, get on the scales," and it was like, whoop. Clearly knew that I didn't look like a grown-ass adult of any reasonable weight that wasn't past an 11, 12-year-old girl. For me, well, I read the room, I wasn't. I'm like, okay, well, don't really go to the doctors, so, I guess we have to do this. Same with Life by Jen. Didn't read the room, wasn't listening, didn't want to listen. Should it have been monetized? I don't know. I don't know. And it doesn't really matter now, does it? I mean, does it? I guess we've got Eugenia Cooney here, who's literally doing that, but in the reverse way of Life by Jen, and monetizes their channel. Jen did hers as well. Foodie does hers, and Blinn does hers. Um, you hope they turn around. You really hope that they turn around. Sorry, I'm just having a cup of coffee here. Um, and you hope they do, but unless you want some serious intervention, that doesn't, you know, it's unlikely. Which is the horrible thing about it, because when you're in the middle of it, you don't even know it. And so Of course, I'm one who has taken the mickey, questioned, spoken about Life by Jen. We've had her videos up before, but it doesn't really, like, with regards to that, it's person whether, we'll have all the judgy people there, won't we? And I'm judgy. Let's be clear, I am. Unless someone actually wants to change, and wants to be around. And none of us really know what the backstory is with these ladies, as to how they ended up the way they ended up. No one really knows, and I doubt very much that they know. I doubt very much they know, because it takes a lot of picking yourself apart to actually get down to the bones of what the hell this is. But that's by the by. Someone has lost their lives through disordered eating, as it's known now. I think a year younger than me she was. A year younger. What a waste of a life. What a waste of opportunities. Um, uh, it's just a real shame. It's a real shame that and it's not like she didn't have opportunity there. She did have opportunity. She was in the hospital for that period of time. Um, she had a successful channel, so there were times where money was tight for her. I know that. But she could have made her channel a lot more successful than it was, and that wouldn't have been an issue. Just like Amberlynn Reid and Foodie have showed us that. But it's too little, too late there now. And she was someone's family member. She was someone's partner, and there's going to be a load of Gene bashing. Well, I've bashed him as well. Oh, for sure I have, because just because it's not the day for it. It's not the day to do it. And there won't be a day to do it, actually. Like, this person needs to be left to rest, and I don't know. These are days when I wish I wasn't so agnostic. I wish that she was back with her mum, living happier days than she clearly had for a very long time. And, you can only, well, you can only hope to wish Jean well, I think. I'm very conflicted here. I'm very conflicted here. But he did stick by her, and they were together a very long time. So he's got to be feeling horrific loss. He really has, and none of us wish that on anyone. Who does that? Who would wish that on anyone? There'll be people on the internet doing it, that's for sure. We know what people on the internet are like. But he will be grieving. Her family will be grieving. Quite rightly so. And I don't know. I don't even know why I'm actually doing this little pre-record here. It seems bad not to when we've had her on our channel. That's how it feels. But not a single person who kind of was critical of her took the pee. None of us want anything bad to happen to any of these people. None of us. Um, I think every single one of us. Not on this channel so much, but those that are in that sort of, I don't know, girl world, as they call it, girl world. We all kind of hope that these women they turn a corner, um, and it doesn't end up like this, because sadly it has ended up like this for Jen, and there are others in this YouTube situation that do monetize their weight loss journeys or weight gain journeys without any intention of actually doing that. And Foodie was on her live apparently, and she said, "Oh yeah, that's all very sad, in Foodie way. Um, yeah, R.I.P. all of that." But she doesn't know that she's literally, in the grand scale of life, a centimetre away from the same thing. Um, and again, with the other way, there's loads of people. You're not even allowed to say that word that begins with A when people can't eat. There are plenty of people on YouTube like that who are literally centimetres away of the fat being stripped off of their bodies, off of their organs, their vital organs. And when that's gone, there really is nothing left. There's no reserves. The same as piling on so much fat onto your heart, onto your internal organs, onto your whole body. That I guess, like, the best you can hope is that your knees give out, but it could be something way before then because the human skeleton is an awful lot stronger than our internal organs. Um, Same as when you don't eat. Same as when you don't eat, it'll strip your body will strip the calcium out of your bones, and you end up with all sorts of nonsense troubles, um, horrible troubles. And it does that, and it might not hit you straight away, but it hits you later on. Testament to that. Um, and I'm not preaching, yeah, I'm really not. I'm no one to talk, no one to talk on anything really, although we do chat here. But I just think it's incredibly sad um, that someone who is like a year younger than me, who was trapped in their home for so many years because of this issue, sadly, is no longer here. And that's going to make us all feel a bit of a way. Um, I don't know whether I'm going to leave Foodie alone, really, now, on this reflection, as it is a little bit like Alice through the looking glass. I don't know. Maybe she'll turn a corner. I doubt it. I doubt it. Maybe with the $10,000 she gets a month, she'll get herself proper help. Maybe this will frighten her. Although, unfortunately, I don't think it will, because it's that it won't happen to me. It won't happen to me. And that was kind of like, I was like, meh, whatever. I really was like that. I was like, yeah, whatever. Um, when I was the reverse of this, I don't feel like that now at all. Um, it's just really, really sad. It's just really, really sad because to be in your mid 40s, it's really no age at all in this day and age. And to have been trapped in your house and trapped with a disorder for many, many years before that, what a shame that is. What an absolute crying shame that is. And it just makes me. I didn't know this person, so you can't grieve for someone you didn't know, but you knew them a little bit because of internet. You guys didn't because I literally covered Jen a few times. Um, but when I was overseas and like years on and off watching these people, you felt like you did know them. You know, when they got the cats and like there was like so many moments that were shared on YouTube with this person that as much as you don't know them, it's like no one actually really knows me because it's YouTube. Um, but you do know things that have happened. You've been there for some things. We've laughed, we've joked. I've bawled my eyes out. Like I've done all of these things, so you do know me a little bit, but not normal me. You know, my normal life, and nor should you because it's the internet. Um, but it as much as I don't know Jen. I surely did watch her, and I knew elements of her life. Maybe not herself, maybe not herself at all. Maybe she didn't know herself. That's quite possible. But I just feel, I really do. Um, Sorry, I'm getting a bit choked up because we should always be like connected. And we should all feel emotional about people that lose their lives way too soon. And that's the same as like I don't read the news that much. I certainly don't watch the news because I get too upset. Um, just because the world can be an incredibly cruel place. But when it's like someone like Life by Jen and you follow them on YouTube and you've all got an opinion and it's all shits and jokes until it isn't, until something like this, that you're like, wow, I can remember getting excited in a home to put her Christmas decorations up and things like that. And when she got her cats and you know, like they were moments that were important to her and she put them on YouTube. I'm sure there were many more moments that weren't on YouTube that were important. But still a person, a sentient being, a life that's not here now. And that can only be such a waste, such a shame, such a yeah, just a waste of opportunity. And I guess YouTube is different than the TV and the news and all the rest of it because we're so far detached from what we see that I mean, I do. I do get upset. I get emotionally involved with too much. Um, but for a lot of people, it's so far away from where they live. It's so far away from their life experiences and existences that when this happens to people who are on YouTube and you've kind of been in their life a bit, you're emotionally attached to them. No matter whether that's good or bad, there's an attachment there. There's something there that when something like this happens, it's really quite shocking. Um, and it's difficult to know how you sort of feel about those types of things. It is difficult. Sorry, I've got my window open in my bedroom. So it's a bit noisy outside. People having shenanigans outside because life goes on, and that's the thing, isn't it? Life does go on, and it will always go on. I guess whilst we're on this rock, we just got to make the most of it. And I don't know, maybe I need to be less brutal with people, less judgy in a way, I guess. I'm a bit judgy. I think we're all judgy. We're all judgy, but I've got a YouTube channel and I'm judgy. Maybe we need to put our necks in on that, unless it's the idiots. Because Jem wasn't an idiot. She was a person who had a problem that she couldn't solve. She couldn't solve, and ultimately has put her where she is now. Um, and that can only be such a crying shame. It's all it can be. It can't be anything else. Um, so yeah, I just thought I needed to do that because I put it on the community post and I had put her on our channel and I had taken the P going, where's Life by Jen? Like she's not around. Like well, clearly she was very poorly sick. And I guess that's where YouTube makes you where is this person? I'm used to them being on the internet, and you stop seeing them as real people with real issues, and it's just like, what? They're not around anymore. They're not around for a bit, but they're supposed to be here, and actually they're not. They're just normal people, normal Joes like you and I. And well, I'm not going to say that I'm a normal Joe like you guys because you're normal. I'm not. None with the head doctor, I'm not. Um, But it makes us a little bit sort of, come on, you're on YouTube. Why are you not on YouTube? Well, maybe you've got your own stuff to deal with. Maybe you've got your own stuff to deal with, and I mean, I don't feel bad about the videos that I made about her. I really don't. Um, but I do feel bad about saying comments like that over the last couple of months. Like, even bloody Life by Jen's not around. What? You know, she's there grifting, and she was there grifting. Let's be clear, she was there grifting with her Amazon wish list. But actually, there could have been so much more going on at that time. I feel bad about that. I do. Um, I'm going to try and do better, I think, with regards to this channel. I think we need to turn it around a little bit. Not with the people like Wayne Fox and stuff like that. No, no, they're just destructive. We can always be like that with destructive people. And with regards to Chantel, I don't know. If she went off the radar, I wouldn't be on the internet going, "Where is she? She's rubbish." Like, I wouldn't, in case the reason that she wasn't on the internet was a reason like this. Um, or a reason like she was actually getting her shit together. So it doesn't end up like this. Because it really does feel a little bit like with these ladies. Um, Alice through the looking glass a little bit. Um, There's another lady on the internet called Hungry Fat Chick. Everyone leaves her alone because she's genuinely a nice person. She really is. A genuinely nice person who's had more tragedy and trauma than any of us could ever envisage. Thank goodness we couldn't. Um, People leave her alone on the internet because pretty much she's very honest. She never did do the "I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to get better." She was basically, "I'm not going to get better. I'm not going to lose weight. I'm going to do this." And she continues to do that. Do people exploit her? Yes, they surely do. Yes, they surely do. Um, is she a stupid lady? No, she absolutely isn't. She's made a choice. Again, horrible choice, in my opinion. A crying tragedy for someone who's so genuinely nice and has been through so much, but it's a choice. And she never did come on here saying that I'm going to lose weight and this is my weight loss journey and be a little bit dishonest to get views and stuff. Um, but equally, it's incredibly sad, isn't it? It's incredibly sad. But for some people, the mountains are so damn massive that you can't climb them. And as a society, I don't know how that makes me feel. As a person, I don't know how that makes me feel. Sad, really, to be fair. Pretty sad. But anyway, I didn't want this to go on ages and ages. For the friends and family and loved ones of Life by Jen, which can only ever be rest in peace, can't it? Because if there is an afterlife here, then I hope she's having all the adventures that she wasn't able to while she was here on this rock. Um, but the agnostic in me just says it's just a real massive shame. A real massive shame. So that's it. I'm out. I'm gonna pop this video up. Yeah. Um, yeah. So it's with oh, my cats are fighting now. God's sake, what's going on here? It's all right. Sam's just told them off. I wouldn't let them fight like that. Sam's just told them off. So anyway, much love to you and yours. Look after your lovely selves, and anyone who's struggling with any issue in life, really, reach out for help. Because it is there. It's tough. It's really tough, and it's not always easy to get the right help that you need. But if you persevere, you will get it. Okay. So anyway, much love to you and yours. Take care. Bye bye.